Hello, my dear friends and students. Today we are gonna talk about reading big numbers. This lesson is for primary 4. We studied before that if I have a number like this, this is a 3-digit number. Why did I say it's a 3-digit? Because here is a digit, 2 digits, 3 digits. 3 digits number. So this is a 3-digit number. Before I read this number, I have to know first the place value and the value of each number. Okay, let's start here from the first one here. The 8 here is in the ones. Okay, the 9 is in the hundreds. The 9 here is in the tens. And the 2 is in the hundreds. So I have now 3 places. The first place is ones, the second is tens, and here this digit is in the hundreds. To read this number, I have to know that for each place, it's going to give me a name for the digit inside before I read it. Let's see first. 8 in the ones, I'm going to read it as it is. So it's going to be 8. Okay? So this is going to be 8. 9 in the tens, it's going to be read as 90. And the 2 here is going to be 200. 200. Again, so I have here 8, 90, and 100. To read the number, I have to start from the left. So I have always to start from here. This is the start digit for me. So I'm going to say that I have 200, 98. 298 again. 298. 200. 9 in the tens is 90, and 8 in the ones is 8 as it is. What about if I have another numbers in these digits place? Yani starting here from the ones, if I have here, this is the ones, I can say the numbers here is going to be like 1, if I have 1, or it's going to be pronounced as 2. If I have 3, it's going to be as it is 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, again it's going to be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9. If I have any digit in the ones, I'm going to have one of these choices. But what if I have in the tens place the digits in the tens place? How is going to be read? If I have 1 in the tens, it's going to be read as 10. Okay? What if I have 2 in the tens? It's going to be read as 20. If I have 3, it's going to be 30. If I have 4, it's going to be 40. If I have 5, it's going to be 50. If I have 6, it's going to be 60. 7, 70, 8, 80, and finally 9 it's gonna be 90. There will be one exception only. I'm gonna say it at the end. But generally, if I have 2, it's gonna be 20, 3, it's gonna be 30, 4, it's gonna be 40, 5, it's gonna be 50, 6, it's gonna be 60, 7, it's gonna be 70, 8, it's gonna be 80, 9, it's gonna be 90. In the last place here, I will have the hundreds. In the hundreds, it's gonna be one of this. I would say 1, like in the ones, but it will have another word with it. It's gonna be 100. 100. 2. 2 what? 200. Yes, really good. Okay, 3. 100. 4. 100. 5. 100. 6. 100. And the same for 7, 8, and 9. Each one of them will be written with the word 100. So now from this table here, from this part, if you've seen any digit, you can read it easily. Or you can turn the words into digits. Let's have some examples to practice it more and to know how to read it. Okay? If I have a number like this one, how can I read it? As usual, this is in the ones, this is in the tens, and this is in the hundreds. We start from the left. So I would say 3 hundredths, 3 hundredths, and 9 in the tens is going to be 90, 90, 6. Really good. Another number. Okay, what about this number? We have to put the places first, ones, tens, 100, and I start always from the left. So I would say 5 hundredths, 5 hundredths. Okay, and I have 1 in the tens. Should I say 10 and 1? Well, this is the exception I told you before, that in the tens, if I have 1 in the tens, I would write here according to the number beside it, meaning 1 and 1 here is going to be 11. Right. If it were like this number, so it's going to be 500, and I can hear you, separate it. I just want you to read these two digits separately. It's going to be, and yes, 12. Really good. What about this one? It's going to be 514. Yes. Separate those. So it's going to be 514. And that was the exception that I have in reading the numbers. If I have 1 in the tens, I will not say 10, except if I have it like this. Yes, can you see it? I have 0 in the ones here, so it's going to be 500 and 10. That's it. Okay. We have 2 more examples and we're gonna finish here. What if I have this? Okay. Here I have what? Here I have ones, tens, hundred. I have 6 in the hundreds, but I have 0 in the tens, and I have 7 in the ones. Okay, let's start. 6 in the hundreds is going to be 6 hundreds. And what do I have in the tens? I have 0. So I will not say anything and I will not write anything. I will just be quiet. Moving to the next digit is going to be 7. So I can read it now. 607. 607. Okay, what if I change the 0 place here and it's going to be like this? I'm going to use the same digits like that. Now, let's see. Starting from the left, 600. And what? 7 in the tens is going to be 70. Really good. But I don't have anything in the ones, so I'm going to be quiet. Will not say anything. And that's where we are going to stop. Okay? Right. What about reading the big numbers? I'm going to give you just one example using those numbers we have and keep it to the next video. Okay? Now, what if I have a number like this? How will I read this? Okay, actually, we don't read the number as a whole. I'm not gonna read those. How many digits do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not gonna read the 9 digits, all of them, in 1 second. I'm just, as you see, using the separator because I'm gonna read it each 3 digit individually or separately. But there will be just one thing that I'm gonna add. What is it? I'm gonna use for each period here or each family the name. That's what I'm gonna write it to follow the number. Meaning, well, this family here, it's the no name family. No name. I'm not gonna say anything after it. This family is gonna be the thousands family, and this is gonna be the million. So now let's read it together. 670. 670. I'm gonna write it here. 670. And follow it with the family name. It's gonna be million. Really good. And the separator here. Now, moving to the next period. 607. 600. And 7. The name of the family here is 1000. Really good. So let's write it. 1000. And at the end, read the last period here. 300. 98. And I don't write anything here because it's the no name family. So by this we get to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and inshallah to be followed in the next video with more examples of reading big numbers. Thank you so much.